Yo, what's up? It's your boy LP,
And your girl Star.
and welcome to Marriage. Let's talk about it. Hey, so there's a lot of different things that we talk about, and we hope this particular segment is able to encourage you. We want to talk about 3 points: male ego, female pride. We also want to talk about what's the other point?
That our spouses have problems that are unrelated to us.
Okay, your spouse have problems that are totally unrelated to you. What's the last one?
How your past experiences can create who you are today.
Okay. How your past experiences will create who you are today. Now, to talk about male egos, I'm gonna talk about that. She gonna talk about female pride. And our ego keeps us from reaching out to get somebody to help us. And so at the same time, our ego puts us in a place where can't nobody tell us nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how Kanye said, you can't tell me nothing. Nah, but seriously, with those egos, we have to deal with that. We have to drop the egos and all this stuff, and we have to reach out to somebody. Help me, please. Nah, but seriously, we have to get mentors. We have to get teachers. We have to have people around us. We got to get rid of that ego and get the necessary help that we need. You can't be suffering in silence, and a lot of men are right now currently suffering in silence. And so we got to deal with that. You got to humble yourself. You need mentors, you need teachers, you need that accountability. And in order for you to get that, you have to get rid of the ego.
That's good. That's good. Well, ladies, I'm here to talk to you about the same thing, just on a different term, which is the ladies' pride. Okay? We tend to be very prideful because of what we're actually seeing. You know, there was a time where women in work jobs, you know, the man was the one doing everything and we were just taking care of the homes. Where now we're educated. In a lot of cases, we're making more money than the men. We're taking care of ourselves. We're doing all these things because we're independent, you know. But that independence has created pride within women. It created a pride. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be proud of your accomplishments. What I am saying is that don't allow that pride to cause you to create error in your relationships, okay? That's what it's doing. We're holding because we've accomplished this and our man probably hadn't accomplished that. Then we have this sense of pride like, you should be, you know, checking for me because, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and, you know, I ain't got no kids, I'm this, and, you know, you're saying all these things, belittling who he is. And just because you've accomplished more than him does not make your value greater than him. And so, again, ladies, get rid of that. Get rid of that pride. There's nothing wrong with being a submissive woman. A submissive woman, that doesn't mean that you take anything and you let them treat you any kind of way. It just simply means that you're open. You're open to the leadership of a man.
Amen.
And so again, let's get rid of that pride, ladies.
That's good. That's good.
We're going to talk about how our past influences created who we currently are, or the mindset that we have.
Yeah, our past experiences have created the mindset that we have today. A lot of the things that we've gone through in the past, you have to deal with the fact that all of us have childhood trauma that we've gone through, things that happened in the past that have caused us to function the way we function now. And so it's not that your spouse is crazy. It's not that your spouse is messed up in the head. Well, a lot of us, we got some messed up
We all a different
stuff.
kind of crazy.
but it's because of the things that happened in our past. So how do we deal with that? We need counseling. We need therapy.
Absolutely.
We need these different things so that we can unpack a lot of that baggage that we have.
Right.
And once we're able to unpack a lot of that baggage that we have, then we can function properly in our marriage.
Yeah, because a lot of times we think because we grew up, the way that we grew up in our household, we may have had a happy household because whether you were, you know, well off or poor, it doesn't matter. You know, a lot of times we can see the good in our upbringing. And because we see that good, we think that that's the way that it's supposed to be. And so we learn how to relate to one another based off what we see between our mom and our dad, my dear and grandpa, and you know, all that stuff. And then also television, you know. Television dictates how we act in a relationship. because if we had those parents who didn't talk to us, we learned everything from television. And so we thought that that was us. We were able to identify with some character that we saw on television, and then we adopted that as who we are, and we became comfortable in that. And so we have to learn that we have to find out who we are.
Amen.
You know, get that wholeness that we need. Okay. It's not two broken people coming together to make a union. It's two whole people. But in order for you to be able to get to that place, we have to first recognize the error that we are. That's not just the way you are. Well, that's just how I am. You know, that's just how I am. Well, if a lot of people got problems with it, maybe that's a character flaw.
Ooh.
And you need to find out how to improve that thing, because there's nothing wrong with you being you, but a character flaw, come on now. There's always work. All of us have something that we need to be working on. So don't allow your past to dictate who you are today.
Amen. That's good. That's good. And finally, we have to deal with the fact that your spouse has problems that are totally unrelated to you. So don't be tripping if your spouse is going on a deep end on certain things or whatever the case may be. It's because a lot of times they got personal problems that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
So don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Baby, don't take it personal.
Let her sing that. Come on. All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously though, once you realize that your spouse has problems that are totally unrelated to you, you won't take a lot of things that they may be doing personal. You see what I'm saying? And so once you accept that into your heart and get an understanding of that, it's going to help you to maintain healthy communication. It's going to help you to continue on, because a lot of times, because our spouse has those issues that are totally unrelated to us, we take it personal, and that's why a lot of people want to call it quits. That's why a lot of people want to give up. That's why a lot of people are just like, man, I'm done.
Yeah, that's true, because it allows you to put yourself in a position of empathizing with the person instead of being impatient with the person.
That's good.
You know, looking at their situation outside of them, just looking at their where did they get that from? What's the root cause of them doing that? Because chances are we kind of knew that before you even got with the person anyway.
Absolutely.
You learned those behaviors, and you saw. I guess you just thought it was gonna be different because you said I do.
You saw them red flags. You
Right.
saw them red flags,
So,
and you decided to ignore them red flags.
Right.
So now you married. Now you want to address the red flags, but
Right.
you should have addressed it a long time ago.
Right.
You see
But
what
you're
I'm
here
saying?
now. You're here now. You're
No
married
doubt.
now. So the best thing to do is to not, do this, Adam. Hey, figure out, identify the problem, and work together to resolve it.
That's good.
Because if you made a decision to be married, either you go be miserable, or you gonna make a decision to live happily ever after together.
Amen. No doubt. No doubt. That's good stuff. So thank you so very much for tuning in with LP
And Star.
with Marriage. Let's talk about it. So, holla at your boy.
Come back and see us again when we do the
Say
next.
holla at your girl.
Holla at your girl.
Yeah, say
I
holla.
don't say that.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know I don't say that.
Y'all be cool, man.
All right.